This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Look, we're talking about working 9 to 5, probably even earlier, probably 7 to 3 to be
they're
honest.
working now.
So tradies, scaffolding in particular, we're learning things. They make great money.
Oh my God.
But
$156,000 this guy in Queensland. That's after tax.
Yeah, so he's well into the twos.
Yeah.
But what we do know is it takes a horrible toll on your body.
Yeah.
So we want to know, tradies, what is taking a toll on your body?
Hi, Liz.
Hiya.
Hey, mate. So you do a physical job. What is it?
When I was younger, in my 20s, I was a fish filleter for a little while.
Oh, fish filleter, yes.
Okay, so I'm thinking you've cut yourself a lot. Is
You're
that
wielding
right?
that knife, yeah?
I have a few stitches, scars from it,
Yeah.
but I wasn't any good.
Well, it doesn't sound like it because you're filleting your hands. And those knives are razor sharp,
Yeah, of
aren't
course they are.
So is that, did you get any injuries from doing something repetitive?
No, I got a fish spine stuck in the joint of my right thumb.
Oh,
And I had it there for a few hours while I was still working, just thinking, oh, that hurt. But then I ended up in hospital for 4 days with it infected and I had to have microsurgery on it.
yeah. And it's bad when you get infections in your hands. It can turn into septic arthritis really quickly. Yeah.
So are you okay now?
I'm okay now, like it's fine now mostly, but I grew up in the 80s where handwriting was like a real big thing and, you have really neat handwriting and now I have like a doctor's scratch because I can't use my thumb
I
properly.
grew up in the 80s where handwriting was a really big thing.
No, it was a big deal.
It was.
Same, Liz, same. And,
Yes.
great penmanship back then.
Oh my God! I remember I was the first person in my class, Liz, to get the pen license.
Yes.
And I
It
got
was a
my
big
pen
deal.
license months before anyone
Yeah.
else. I was ahead of the pack.
But-
Thanks, everyone.
In Kalgoorlie, so
Yeah, yeah, it's the only one not running with my feet.
thanks, Liz. Nigel's in Baldivis. Hello.
Hi guys, how are we going
Hey,
today?
good night.
Has doing a trade taken a physical toll, Nigel?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, so what's your trade?
Carpenter.
Okay.
Oh, right.
And how's it affected your body?
So 12 months ago, I blew my shoulder out, so that was 12 months off work.
12 months off work.
Tore three tendons in my shoulder. Admittedly, I was skiing, but because of the industry,
Nigel.
you wear out your shoulder, and it was.
So the skiing was the last straw.
Yeah, so you're just
The
more
skiing was the
susceptible
last
to your
straw.
skiing injury. But because you made so
Absolutely.
much money, you could just go skiing all the time.
No. Oh, look, in regards to money, I mean, everyone says, $65 an hour is what carpenters get roughly
Yeah.
about now. But you've got to take your cost of your car out of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've got to take your,
Your tools.
income protection out of
Yeah.
that, your tools out of that, your public liability out of that, your running costs for your vehicle, your tax comes out of that, your super
Yeah.
comes out of that. So by the time you bring that down, we're back on normal wages again.
Yeah.
Are you still doing it?
No.
No. So Nigel, after your shoulder blew out, how long afterwards could you keep going?
My shoulder is fine now. Brilliant surgeon, fixed it up.
Yeah.
But because I sat down for 12 months, waiting for that to heal,
Yeah.
my knees have now turned around and said no.
Oh, your knees have decided to go skiing.
So, yeah.
Was that from the moguls?
Oh, no, I can't do moguls.
You got to know your limits. You know your limits. Thanks, Nigel.
This is a podcast of Nathan, Nat and Sean.
We're just speaking to Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch from the WWE, a couple of absolute champions, and we're joined by Rove McManus, who is the biggest fan as well.
Becky, this is your first time in a chamber match.
Yeah.
There's steel. For people who don't know, it's a steel cage with chain link, sort of metal link wire around it. It's full on.
Is it
And
electrified? Because that'd be great.
it's not Saturday yet. Who knows?
So don't give anybody any
But
ideas.
there's a very good chance you can get hurt. Seth, you know exactly what's happening at the moment. How terrified are you about getting in there?
I ain't scared.
What do you mean? You could get
I'm
hurt.
not scared.
Your lovely face could get hurt.
Ask her when she comes out of there how she's feeling. It's nice when you're going in. You're like, oh yeah, this is gonna be a lot of fun, and then you get in. I've been in a few. It hurts. It sucks. There's nothing fun about it at all.
Maybe
That's like a
Be-
flight from here to Sydney in economy.
Maybe though, Seth, Becky's tougher than you.
That's accurate. That's accurate.
But look, you don't feel anything when you're going out there because
Yeah.
you've got your eyes on the prize and
That's
you know
right.
what you want and you know that it's going to be worth it in the end. And really, I'm not scared because the other people are going to take all the brutality. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. what to be scared of, right?
Yeah, exactly.
You.
They
That's all
should
there
be
is to
scared of me.
Becky, what's your signature move?
The rock bottom.
That is not awkward. Becky names it the manhandle slam,
Yes,
which I
there
think
we
is
go.
a
There we
nice,
go.
a nice
but
take on it.
it's a rock bottom.
Oh,
Or the disarmer.
Didn't Ric Flair go you for the man when you started using the man?
Yeah, he came at me.
Yeah, so the man, it used to be Rick, the man
Well, he's
Flair.
Nature Boy as well,
Well,
yeah.
it was never really the man,
No,
Ric
he's-
Flair.
no.
It was, he just said, to
Yes.
be the man, you got to beat
Yes.
the man.
Yeah.
So he's
Yes.
the nature boy.
Yes.
I'm
Nature
the
boy.
man.
So what happened with that whole thing? So then suddenly you were like, I'm the man,
Yeah.
and then he went you legally. Is that right?
Didn't come at me personally.
Yes, he went at the WWE.
Yeah, it's above my pay grade.
Yeah.
yeah. I just sat
And then
happy
they
still
bought the
being the
rights
man.
off the man. Is that right?
I don't know what happened.
but you
I'm
are-
just the man.
you
I
are the
just,
man.
I just go around, I just go around telling everybody I'm the man. I'm proving that I'm the man. That's all that I need to worry
But
about.
talking about the high stakes of the chamber, there is real legitimate opportunities to get hurt. Seth, you've hurt your knee.
I'm nursing an MCL
and where are
yeah.
you at with the chance of even being able to compete at WrestleMania
Oh, no,
at this
I'm good.
point?
You don't got to worry about WrestleMania.
I do
I'm
worry
fine.
about you in WrestleMania.
Well, I appreciate your concern. I've been down this road before with knee injuries. This ain't my first rodeo, but this one's good. We'll be ready soon, very soon.
Because for all people like to say about wrestling and the entertainment side of it, there is a very real physical side of it as well. If Rhea Ripley loses to Nia Jax on Saturday, it could be you and Nia Jax. And she has smashed your face before, Becky.
She did.
No,
She
Becky,
did.
Take
no.
us through this moment
Not
where you
that beautiful
became the
face.
man.
Yeah. Well, I was the man before
Okay,
that.
sure, yeah,
but
fair
you know,
enough.
people say that was when I actually became
made the man.
But
She smashed your nose. She broke your face.
she did. But you remember what happened that night? I still got up and I beat the hell out of Ronda Rousey. And I was like unconscious
But
on
you
my
got-
feet.
But in that moment, you've got blood pouring out of your face.
Yeah,
got more.
Yeah. But I still beat the bejesus
A match
out of
again.
Ronda
It was a beautiful
Rousey
match.
after all of that. So you know, like there's nothing they
can't stop
they
her.
can throw at me that I can't come back from.
Wow. Was childbirth nothing to you? Was it like, did you just cough and the baby came out?
I didn't have any pain medication. I did it without an epidural.
Oh, you're there going, come on!
Yeah.
Women, man.
Really, the most painful part about it was we had this student nurse. She's very, very nice, but she just kept saying in this really high pitched voice, "Every contraction is bringing you closer to your baby." And I was like, "Oh my god, shut up!" That was it. That was my favorite.
With your name on it.
Sherman's really living on the edge.
Before you came to Perth, what were you being told to expect about this wonderful city of ours? What were you? It was like, you got to go see a quokka. You got to do this. You got to do that. What were the highlights that people were telling you about Perth?
So I used to live with a girl from Perth.
Well, here we go.
Yeah, when I was a flight attendant back in the day, another
You
lifetime
must have been
ago.
an amazing flight attendant.
I was actually a very good one.
What do you mean you want a blanket?
You do what she said. Yeah, you do what she said.
Put on the face mask.
Yeah, so she was telling me to go to the beach at sunset. She had a name.
Oh,
what,
yes.
what was the beach?
Probably Cottesloe.
Yeah.
But that's any beach you can see it.
Yeah,
that'll be nice.
she said it was just magical.
Yeah, it is.
Beautiful.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Seth, what did you used to do if Becky was a flight attendant?
Dog, I've never done anything but this.
This is it.
Yeah,
This
come
is
on.
my
He's a
only
lifer.
adult job. Yeah, I never wanted to do anything else. I mean, look, I had odd jobs for the first few years because I couldn't pay the bills. So
Yeah.
like, I worked at like YMCA's and restaurants and like UPS and stuff like that. It's like sorting packages in the morning and stuff. But like, I this is all I ever wanted
Wrestling's
to do.
where it's
Yeah,
at.
this is it. So I just I did that to subsidize my pro wrestling habit, and that was it.
And it's paid off.
Yeah,
Great
good.
investment.
Knock on wood. Thank you. Yeah.
Have you ever left your belt behind somewhere? Your championship title? Like, because I
Because
assume
you take it everywhere.
I assume it's just in the carry-on, or like if you go out,
Yeah,
do people
no,
go,
I
"Oh
keep
wow,
it
that's the
close."
best tip I ever got."
Because they
Yeah.
don't actually fit in your pant loops, these
No,
belts.
they don't.
Certainly don't. I mean,
Don't
I
hold
got
up
some
your
big
pants.
pan
Excuse
boots,
me,
I don't
Nathan.
know,
It's a
maybe.
championship title. How dare you?
Oh,
It is not
Yeah,
just a
yeah,
belt.
Yeah.
Lord forbid.
I'm so
I just
sorry,
thought it was a really
everybody.
nice accessory. Thousands of
That it
apologies.
is as well.
Where
But,
did you-
no, I don't think I've ever lost it, actually.
But it's
Have
up
you
to,
ever
is it
lost
up to
yours?
you to
No,
look
absolutely not.
after it for the entirety of your reign?
Look, yes.
Prized possession.
Yes,
man.
it is.
You don't forget about it.
Yeah, it goes in the bag. It goes everywhere. It's, wherever I need to be and there's like a show or an interview or whatever, it comes with.
Are they
so.
real diamonds?
I don't know what they are.
You mean on his jacket?
I don't know what
No,
they are.
on the belt. On the belt.
So when it goes through the security check-in at the airport and it shows up on
Yep.
the X-ray,
Yep.
what
There's
happens?
questions.
Always a
Every
nervous
time.
moment. Yeah, always. Because I really would like to avoid opening.
Let's also, sorry, just quickly. Let's also just assume you're not dressed in a sequin jumpsuit like you are at the moment.
Standardly-
Whose wrestling championship belt is this?
Standardly, I do not dress this way. I'm very low key, especially when we go through airports, so as to not be noticed. But yeah, there's always that moment where you hold your breath and you're like, please don't open the bag, please don't open it. But the person always kind of goes.
Hang on a
give it the
second.
side eye.
Yeah.
Just a little side eye just to see who it is, and then it passes through. Sometimes they do open it though, and then
Oh, I'd want to have
they're
a
like,
look
oh,
at
hey,
it.
is
Yeah.
this
Very
yours?
good, yeah.
Whose is this? Hey, who's that?
It
Oh,
looks good.
this yours? Oh, is that real? You know, the
Yeah.
standard fare.
Your
Standard
outfits
fare.
are next level as
Yes.
well. I would
Great.
love there to be a luggage mishap as well, where someone else gets your suitcases. They get to Perth for a holiday and go, shit.
I don't think that's what they would say. They'd be very excited. I would be the one with the other bag. going,
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you mean a plain white T-shirt?
Yeah.
Come on.
The Nathan, Nat, and Sean podcast.
We're talking about companies that are tight asses.
Yeah, we've got someone that hit us up on the socials. Don't want to go on radio, but talking about tight companies. Her name is Carly. Public school. Until this year, we had to pay $20 a term to be able to drink instant coffee. Instant coffee. They now buy it for us. Don't even get me started on the Christmas party. Buy your own everything and pay $15 each for the venue.
Oh,
That
they
is
charge them for the venue.
That's
Amazing.
ridiculous. Tight asses. That's big time.
Jamie's in South Guildford. Hi, Jamie.
Hi, how are you?
Great,
Jamie.
Jamie. Okay, talk to us about the tight ass company you worked for.
Well, there's hundreds and hundreds of us, and we all got a Freddo frog.
What for? What for?
As your Christmas bonus.
Yes, as our Christmas, yes. I mean, I love chocolate, so don't get me wrong.
No, but one
It's a
Freddo
Freddo frog,
Thanks
Jamie.
Thanks for your work for the entire year. Here's a Freddo frog.
I don't even think little kids get excited over a Freddo frog anymore.
I think it's funny, but a lot of people didn't.
Yeah.
That is your bonus. So what
No,
sort
that's
of
just a Christmas present.
what sort of industry did you work in?
A huge sales company.
Yeah, right.
And a Freddo frog.
Freddo frog.
Freddo frog.
Merry Christmas, Freddo frog.
Wow.
Yeah.
Give
It's
nothing.
better not to give anything because that there shows that all your. I'd rather be worth nothing than worth the Freddo frog.
But Jamie really likes chocolate, so
not even
you've got to weigh that up.
Not even a Milky Way.
Thanks, Jamie. Hello, Demi.
Hi, guys.
Hi,
Hey,
Demi.
You're there. Good. What sort of company did you work for, and how cheap were they?
I work for the Department of Health. I'm a nurse.
Okay.
And for International Nurses Day, they gave our department of 78 pizzas.
8 pizzas.
Wait, how many people are in your department?
70.
70.
70.
And
So-
8 pizzas. I go do the maths.
Yeah.
Well, there's 8 pieces in a pizza, right?
Yeah.
So that's 64.
Were they thinking about the health requirements there that they didn't want to give too much pizza because
So some people
setting
had to
bad
share a slice, share the one
Yeah,
slice.
Well, it's a certain amount of calories per person.
Having said that, I would share a slice of pizza with you, Sean, not a bed.
It's good to have boundaries.
Wow. Okay. What was the response? What did everyone say, Demi?
Pretty disappointed. A lot of people missed out, unfortunately.
Yes.
Not
course they did.
Did they even do like the cheesy garlic bread or the garlic twists or something? Like any of the sides?
sides.
No,
I'm going to
sides.
hazard a guess and say no.
No
That's cheap.
sides.
We are talking about when the company you work for, look, they're cheap, basically.
Tight asses
They're being
now.
tight asses.
Yep. This chick in New Jersey, she complained on TikTok, and rightfully so, that a company was taking a whole bunch of them on this overseas trip to Paris, and they were asked if they would be willing to share a bed with a workmate.
So they're like, oh, you can share. We asked you to
twin
share a room, but please note that there's only one
Think
bed.
about all the training that we do for HR here.
Yes,
about
I
the things you
know.
can and cannot say in front of someone, but apparently you can jump in your jocks and sleep next to them.
So funny. Sue, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Oh,
Hey,
here she
Sue.
is. Hi, Sue. Now, what happened? How cheap was your company?
Back in around 2005, I worked for a printing company in West Perth that used to deduct an amount each week from our pay for toilet paper.
Sue, no, that can't be true. That can't be
I
true.
promise you it's true. I said that I would bring in my own because it
Yes.
wasn't even like it was 4-ply deluxe stuff.
Yes.
It was just normal 2-ply.
sandpaper.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They were, they wanted to deduct it from our pay.
Big question
Oh,
is,
amazing.
how much does Sue poo?
Yes.
Would you have had to have spent a lot of money, Sue?
No, I reckon I could have made a 2-pack last a couple of months.
Well, that's the other thing. There might be the usual guys who go
That's
there.
right. You're subsidising the big pooers.
I
That's
tell you
not
what.
fair.
Yeah, I tell you what. Our toilets are getting a run here at Nova. At the moment, we have renovations going on, Sue, and every day after the show, or even during the show, we have an episode of pooing tradies, and there's always one or two in the stall. That toilet has never used the full flush more in its life.
That toilet is calling for the plumbing authorities because it is under pressure and it is full.
That toilet is called the police.
So are we going to have to invoice them for the toilet paper use is the question.
Think so.
Yeah. Sue's
Wow.
given us an idea.
Suggest.
Thank you. Ollie's in Alkimos. Hello.
Hello, guys. Good morning.
Ollie. Now, how cheap is the company you worked for?
Years ago, there's about half a dozen of us that all used to work at a shower screen and fly door place in Aussie Park.
Yeah.
And they asked us all to do overtime over Christmas, and then they, when we wanted to get our overtime for our holidays, they decided to pay us in Bartercard points.
In Bartercard points.
Remember
what they
Bartercard?
were
I remember Bartercard.
Yeah, so you should use your points to go and get a plumber or something,
Yes.
you know what I mean? And, yeah.
So
Anyone
cash
else
would be
business.
nice
So
at Christmas.
instead of your actual money that you earned,
Yes.
it
You were
was-
given. I mean, it's pretty illegal, I would think. You
Yeah,
wouldn't be able to do
most
it now.
definitely.
So
None of it.
is it like a form of, I don't know, Bartercard, is it like a form of like a gift voucher or is it like a point system?
It's a point system.
It's a point system where you can swap points for tradies and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So here you go, Nate. Well done for working. Here's 1,000 points.
Ollie, how did that go down when they said that?
Yeah, not too good, not too good.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, you steal
That's
some tools.
outrageously cheap.
You don't blame people for trying to recoup their costs.
No, and
You'd be
don't-
taking anything's not
That's
pinned
illegal.
down.
Don't make people
That's
work
illegal.
overtime at Christmas and then pay them like that. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Nathan, Nat, and Sean podcast.
We were just chatting to Population 11's Ben Feldman.
Yes.
Delightful young
I
man.
know. And Sean, being in a functioning relationship, sometimes you can do something to your partner or your partner does something to you that really grinds your gears and you ask them to cease and desist.
Absolutely, yeah.
Well, let's have a listen to what Ben told us. After working in Australia, have you been working on your Australian accent?
Yeah, I'm not, according to my wife's orders, I am not to do that anymore during press. It's mortifying, she says, for me and for her.
Yeah, so,
I mean, there was
so
that.
she was asked to
And she
asked him
was
to
nearby
stop,
as
and,
well.
she's at the airport and he's just over there. And then, you know what? He slipped in and did this.
Mate, just so you know, this is not Australia. My wife's mad at me.
Stop doing that! Just because someone asks you to stop doing something
Doesn't mean you can.
It may be easier than said than done.
Indeed,
you know?
sometimes you just have to do it.
But the fact that somebody has asked you to stop doing it means that must be so on their nerves.
Yeah.
Oh, your partner must be like, shut your
I think the
mouth.
first thing that I ever get told to stop doing is, number one, touching Megan. Don't
Just in
touch
general,
me.
not in public,
I reckon
just
that
at
happens a
all.
lot.
Yes.
And then secondly, it is, I still have this thing every now and then, not all the time, but every now and then, to go out and have a wee in the garden.
Oh, when you've got perfectly functioning toilets in
That's
your
what we
house.
would do when we were kids.
Yeah.
And it was the reason why we weed in the garden as kids because we had an outside toilet.
Yes.
So it was like either it was
closer to go to the
through
garden.
the nightmare of the darkness to get to the thing which was like 20 kilometres away it seemed, or just
But are you
put your
walking
dirty at the back door.
past the toilet to go outside?
Well, that
Well,
makes
in
no sense.
a lot of cases, if there's the toilet same distance, garden, I'm always going to the garden. I'm always going to the garden.
Well, why?
I don't know. Maybe
there's
it's just
plumbing.
thinking back to the freedom when we had as kids, where we just have a wee in the garden.
There's plumbing. No, plumbing's great.
I think that Megan is fine to ask you to stop doing that, just in this day and age. You know what I mean? We know better, and we're not
Is
10.
it a bad thing, just having a wee in the garden?
Yeah, it's not a great thing.
well, I mean,
apparently, it's
I
good
can
for the
understand
lemon
why.
tree. Do you have a lemon tree?
No, I'm going to
No,
plant
then
one
you
though.
can't.
That's a great excuse, Nat. Thank you. That's all I needed.
Yeah, I don't know. I think you don't need to.
No, that's true.
And I
That's
mean,
true.
you've got kids, and your kids have got friends coming over. Do you go and wee in the garden when Sonny's got friends around?
No, well, geez, Nat.
No,
it's down the back.
Do you?
It's
Oh,
down
so
the
you
back.
do.
So he does. So he just wanted to give the least creepy, honest answer he could.
Thank you, Nathan.
We are talking about when your partner asks you to stop doing something. Ben Feldman's wife said, stop doing Australian accents while you're doing press for Population 11.
Yep.
And then he did an Australian accent to
Yeah.
us
Help
whilst
it.
promoting Population 11.
Hey, Latasha.
Good morning.
Hey.
Okay.
All right. So, who's doing the annoying thing? Is it you or is it your partner?
He does
a lot of annoying things, but this time it's me.
Okay.
All right. What have you been requested to stop doing?
He's asked me to stop putting my scraps and rubbish on the kitchen sink because the bin's only 5 steps away.
I mean,
I get that too.
He's not wrong, Latasha.
Yeah.
He's not
I
wrong.
would be
I've seen
enraged
after
with that.
myself, just not in that moment, not in that second.
No.
I just put it in the sink, do you? Straight away.
Next to the sink.
Oh, next to
yeah.
the sink.
Yep, just on the sink. So scraps, rubbish, whatever I'm doing, food prep, it just goes onto the sink. And then, it could be 1 minute, it could be 2 hours later that I actually put it into the bin.
Sorry, no, that would enrage me. That would enrage
Me
me.
too, no.
Just because while you're around it, I mean, I'm a person that as I cook, I clean as I go. So
Yeah,
there's
me too.
literally not.
The same.
Yeah, by the time I eat dinner, there's no cleaning up except for the plate I'm eating on. So you, right now, makes my skin crawl.
Like you're not married to Nathan,
I'm going to
Latasha.
request you stop it too.
Our people grab their plates and then they put it into the sink, and the
What?
dishwasher
This
is
oh
there.
my God! It didn't, look,
So clean
Just
up your
stumbled across
act.
something, haven't
Clean
we?
up your act, Latasha.
Calm down.
Nadine's in Dianella. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Nadine.
Okay, Nadine. Did you request your partner stop doing something, or was the request made of you? Okay.
No, I'm requesting for my partner to stop doing this annoying noise. He's been doing it for the last 7 years. So every time I do something silly, he goes, "Ooh," and it's so annoying.
keep going.
We got to the stage now. I hit him every time he does it, and he still won't stop.
Can you make that noise again? Can you make the noise again?
That's annoying.
To be fair, we make that noise to Sean quite frequently.
That's true.
Nadine,
I know how it feels.
I'm going to side with your partner. Sometimes people do that, and you have to. That's the only way to explain how they're being.
There's a great way to stop this. Stop doing stupid things.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah,
I loved it.
know.
Yeah.
Oh, that's too funny. Thanks, Nadine.
You're literally making me go.
Diana's in Banksia Grove. Hello.
Hello.
Hi,
Di.
Who's telling who to stop?
I tell my husband.
What does he have to stop doing?
He sleeps naked, and every time he hears something outside, he just walks out there naked. He just thinks it's dark and no one will see him.
Okay, so outside, are we talking the front yard?
Oh, yes, the front yard, yes.
The front yard.
Yes.
Completely stark.
And we have a security light, so when you do go out there, it lights up. So he switches that off, so you've got that instant of the light.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
Well, it looks like
Di.
when he's outside, the light comes on, he's in the nude. Looks like he's holding a weapon.
Yep. So, well,
in defence.
I did
sure
take
that is if you're
a,
going to chase off a thief with a button mushroom.
Oh, no, he does it all the time, and I keep telling him you're going to get caught one day. And I did take a video on the Ring camera, and I did threaten him, if you keep doing it, I'm going to send it to all the kids.
Well, how about this, Diana? How about this? Why don't we get involved? If he keeps doing it, give it to us, and we'll put it on our socials. That will stop him.
If he needs a real
I
threat.
want to know, right? So I get the running outside naked and the neighbours can see, because it is probably quite inappropriate as well. If anyone is to see that sight. But what about just him sleeping in naked in bed? Are you okay with that?
Oh, no, I always tell him he needs to put something on, but but no, I'm used to it. So
What are
it's been
you
30 odd
wearing?
years.
What are you wearing in bed next to him?
Oh, geez, I wear a nightie as well as pyjama pants. Oh, yeah, I'm fully covered.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I've got this thing about being naked in bed. No way.
Yeah.
No.
Are you always worried, Nathan, in case something an emergency happens, then...
Oh, yeah,
you don't want to be called.
I need to be ready to go. I'm a never nude. I'm a never nude. But also, just for Di, like, she's sleeping there, you know what I mean? And then wakes up and there's just he's just doodle touching her. It's like, no, put some fabric in between.
I was going to say I'm all right with that.
I know. It's like, where's that falling to?
Nathan, Nat and Sean is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au. Nova.